Good afternoon, dear students. How are you? I hope you are all fine and safe at your home. Now, I would like to introduce myself. I am M. Seshirekha, working as TJT English at Telangana Tribal Welfare Upgraded Residential Junior College Girls, Parigi. So today, I would like to take a topic called tenses. Tenses is one of the most important parts in English grammar. So I would like to introduce this topic. Before going to the topic, the objectives of this topic are: the students will be able to identify different tenses and their functions. The students will be able to know the different tenses and what are their functions. And they will express themselves correctly while writing English using proper tenses. So, while writing, they will make use of this tenses. Based on the situation, which tense we have to use, we are going to learn in this session. Tenses is a word which is derived from the Latin word tensum, which means time. The tense of a verb denotes the status of an action. It is a part and parcel of time which is connected with the verb or action. The tense of a verb denotes two aspects of the action. They are time of action and state of the action. Based on the time of action, these tenses are divided into two types. They are present tense, past tense. Future is not considered as a tense, it is considered as just time reference. Whereas state of the action, based on the state of the action, the tenses are divided into four types. They are simple or indefinite, progressive or continuous, perfect and perfect progressive. So based on the time of action and state of the action, the tenses are completely 12 in English. They are present simple tense, present progressive tense, present perfect tense, present perfect progressive tense, past simple, past progressive, past perfect, past perfect progressive, future simple, future progressive, future perfect and future perfect progressive. So in total there are 12 tenses in the language of English. For today, now we are going to learn the simple tense, the three different categories of simple tense. So first we are going to learn about the simple present tense. Simple present tense is a form of the verb which shows that the action takes place at present. The structure of a simple present tense is subject plus V1S or ES plus object. Example, I play tennis. She loves to play hockey. They make the bed. We play tennis every morning. He gets up early every day. I like ice cream. The sun rises in the east. A stitch in time saves 9. So there are also some circumstances where we use simple present tense. Example, simple present tense is also used to talk about the routine tasks or the habitual actions which we do every day. That is, we play tennis every morning. That is, this is done every day. That is, every morning we are going to play tennis. So, we play tennis every morning. He gets up early every day. This is the habitual action which is going on regularly. That is, it is repeated. And we use simple present tense for expressing the likes and wants. I like ice cream. I like coffee. Radha likes ice cream. And the simple present tense is used to express the universal truths or the general truths we say. Example, the sun rises in the east, the sun sets in the west, stars shine at night. So these are all the general truths which we have to agree. And simple present tense is also used to talk about the proverbs or the quotations. A stitch in time saves 9. Make hay while the sun shines. Barking dogs seldom bite, etc. So these are all the situations where we use the simple present tense in the positive sense. Now we are going to talk about the negative sentence. Subject plus do not or does not plus V1 plus object. Where subject may be I, we, you, they, he, she, it, etc. And do not or does not is based upon the subject. In the case of third person singular, that is he, she, it, we use does not. Whereas first person, second person, singular, plural and third person plural, that is for they, we use do not. Plus V1. V1 is the present form, that is or the base form of the verb. I do not play tennis. She does not love to play hockey. They do not make the bed. We do not play tennis every morning. He does not get up early every day. I do not like ice cream. Ravi does not read. Sheila does not get up early in the morning, etc. So these are all the examples for the negative sentences. Next, coming to the structure of an interrogative sentence. You already know that interrogative is nothing but to question, a query. So the structure of an interrogative sentence is do or does plus subject plus V1 plus object. We already have discussed that when to use do and does. Do is used for the first person, second person, singular and plural, and also for the third person plural. And does is used for third person singular. And subject is I, we, you, they, he, she, it. And V1 is the base form of the verb. Now coming to the examples. Do I play tennis? Does she love to play hockey? Do they make the bed? Do we play tennis every morning? Does he get up early every day? Do I like ice cream? So these are all examples for interrogative sentences. Now, how can we know that a sentence is in simple present tense? So, by looking at the timely expressions like always, usually, often, frequently, rarely, never, sometimes. So by looking at all such expressions, we can say that a sentence is in simple present tense. You already know that always is used to represent 100%. I always read books. So that is, I have a habit of reading books. Usually means 90%. It has a about 90%. So I may or usually read books. Now coming to the simple past tense. Simple past tense is a form of the verb which is used to show the action which has already completed in the past. The structure of a simple past tense is subject plus V2 plus object. This is in the case of a positive sentence or an affirmative sentence, where subject can be I, we, you, he, she, it, they, etc. And V2 is the past form of the verb and object. So coming to the examples. I worked in Italy last year. He drank some juice yesterday. She went to movie last night. They left the school in 2018. We ate lunch with my best friend yesterday. So here worked, drank, went, left, ate. So all these are the past form of the verbs. Now coming to your negative sentence. So the structure of a negative sentence in simple past tense is subject plus did not plus V1 plus object, where subject is I, we, he, she, it, they, etc. and V1 is the past form of the V1 is the base form of the verb. Examples. I did not work in Italy last year. He did not drink some juice yesterday. She did not go to movie last night. They did not leave the school in 2018. We did not eat lunch with my best friend yesterday. So children, did you observe? So the words work, drink, go, leave, eat, all these are the base forms of worked, drank, went, left and ate. Now coming to the structure of an interrogative sentence. Did plus subject plus V1 plus object, where V1 is the base form of the verb. Examples of interrogative sentence. Did I work in Italy last year? Did he drink some juice yesterday? Did she go to movie last night? Did they leave the school in 2018? Did we eat lunch with my best friend yesterday? So, did is used for past tense in the case of an interrogative sentence. Now, coming to the keywords or the timely expressions which we can know that the sentence is in simple past tense. They are by looking at the sentences or the words an hour ago, yesterday, last week, last month, last night or in the year so and so. Then we can say that this already had happened and this is the sentence is in simple past tense. Now coming to your next tense, that is simple future tense. So simple future tense is a form of the verb which talks about an action which is going to happen in the future. Now coming to the structure of a simple future tense. Subject plus will plus V1 plus object. So where subject is the I, we, you, he, she, it, they all, and will is a auxiliary verb and V1 is the base form of the verb and object. So example, he will come here tomorrow. I will give him a nice gift. They will send us a mail. She will get admission in a new school. We will buy a car next month. You will meet him in his office tomorrow. See, these are all the examples where we will find the auxiliary verb will. It denotes that we are going to do it the next day or the next moment. So, will is a word which is telling it that it is going to happen in the future. Now, coming to the structure of a negative sentence. Subject plus will not plus V1 plus object. So, this is the structure of a negative sentence for future tense. Will not can also be written as won't. He will not buy a car. She will not come to college. They will not play cricket. I will not go to university tomorrow. We will not sing a song. Student will not appear in the exam this year. He won't help you. Won't is the contracted form of will not. So this is the structure and examples of a negative sentence in simple future tense. Now coming to the interrogative sentence. So the structure for an interrogative sentence is will plus subject plus V1 plus object, where subject may be I, we, you, he, she, it, they, and V1 is the base form of the verb. Examples. Will she marry him? Will you help me? Will they buy a new car? Will he call me tomorrow? Will it happen? Will they send him an invitation card? So these are all the examples for an interrogative sentence in the case of simple future tense. Now how we are going to identify that the sentence is in simple future tense? By looking at such expressions like tomorrow, next week, soon, later, in the future, next month, next day. So by looking at all such expressions, we can say that a sentence is in simple future tense. So I hope you all have understood this session. So I would like to thank everyone for giving me such an opportunity to express my teaching points. So thank you one and all. Thank you. The students, I would like to tell you that write at least 5 words of each: simple past tense, simple present tense and simple future tense. The remaining of all these tenses we are going to continue in the next session. Thank you.